Hey, it is Ryan Seacrest. There's something so thrilling about playing Chumba Casino. Maybe it's the simple reminder that with a little luck, anything is possible. ChumbaCasino.com has hundreds of social casino-style games to choose from with new game releases each week. Play for free anytime, anywhere for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. It is Ryan Seacrest here. Everybody needs some variety in life. That's what I love about Chumba Casino. They know how to keep things fresh and exciting. All their games are free to play. Like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire. You can claim free daily login bonuses too. And they release new games every week. So spice things up with ChumbaCasino.com now for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
This is Hidden Killers Week in Review.
A look back at the most prolific stories of the week.
Welcome to the podcast. If you'd like to listen to an ad-free version of this episode and all of our episodes, then search True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts and press subscribe. That's our premium channel where all of our ad-free and advanced episodes live, all in one place. True Crime Today Premium Plus. Search it on Apple Podcasts and press subscribe. Even try it for 3 days free.
Sometimes the safest place is the most dangerous. You're tuned in to Hidden Killers with Tony Brueski, featuring psychotherapist and author Siobhan Scott.
The man allegedly behind the shooting of the United Healthcare CEO, Brian Thompson, Luigi Mangione. That's who we're going to be talking about here. Siobhan Scott, psychotherapist and author, joining us. I want to dive into the psychology of this because that's the question everybody's going to ask. Why did he do this? A lot of people, not actually having a lot of sympathy for Brian Thompson in a weird kind of sick way. We'll talk about that in a moment as well. But the fact we have a 26-year-old University of Pennsylvania graduate, very well off, very connected family. I mean, the guy had a good future in front of him, but sometimes future and setting are no match for mental health and where that can possibly take one. And that's the question that we're trying to figure out. What was going on here with Luigi Mangione? What do we know so far about his background and leading up to this event?
Yeah, Ivy League education, valedictorian. I believe it was in high school, described by everyone as highly intelligent and overall a nice guy. Did have the history of a back problem. I'm not sure if it was congenital or from an injury. It could have been either. And had a major surgery a couple of years ago. And it's unclear how debilitated he was from that. We don't really have that information yet. It's possible that he did have chronic pain and subsequent problems, although in many social media pictures we've seen, he appeared to be quite fit and quite athletic. And apparently half the women in the country are in love with him at this point. Yeah. So it's fascinating.
That's a weird point about all of this he's hot. That's what I've been hearing from a lot of women. I mean, I'm not saying men haven't done it either. I mean, men have looked at, Jodi Arias and you name it in person here, who've been alleged to have committed crimes or been charged with crimes or have been, convicted of them and say some of the same things. Obviously, there's that, but not really the profile of someone that we would think that, would go in off as CEO, and then to connect it directly to the back injury. I mean, people are just trying to figure things out. Does any of this connect together?
Yeah, no, I called this one. When I first saw the video footage the other day before he was captured, I said, it looked like a classic political hit. Mm-hmm. And I said, this is a young man in his 20s who's been influenced by extremist ideology of some sort that would justify violence as a way of making a statement to the world, particularly with the words that were written on the shell casings after he shot him. So it's extremist ideology, and that doesn't mean he's mentally ill at all. But it's kind of a classic, I'm an avenger, I'm helping society. You get a lot of virtue signaling with guys like this. And he was a big fan of the Unabomber. We know from his writings on Goodreads that he had read the Unabomber's written words and was a fan. And so I live in the Pacific Northwest. We have a lot of extremist ideology up here. We've got the far right, we've got the far left. And living in Portland, we've been in the news a lot, let's say over the last decade, also Seattle, with people fighting in the streets. And it's generally these young guys in their 20s. They identify either extreme, far left or far right, and they come out and they do battle. And each side, if you get into what they believe that they're doing the right thing and that they're saving the country. And, they don't accomplish anything. The violence doesn't help. It creates havoc in the community. But that was my call on this. There's no psychosis, possibly not even a personality disorder, though you do see often, particularly when they go for a big target like this, there's some narcissism. Because even though they say, I'm doing this for society, there's also a big element of look at me. And I think we definitely saw that here. We knew he was smart. He had planned this out meticulously. It wasn't flawless by any means. He wasn't a professional hitman, which some people were speculating about. But, this was clearly a bright guy. He wasn't a schizophrenic just wandering around with a gun. So I think when the entire manifesto that he wrote is revealed. He was taking on corporate America and just really wanted to make a statement. And he did make a statement.
If we're not talking about any sort of mental illness here, that was my next question. Was there a personality disorder at play? It seems that there would be something at play to not interpret reality on reality's terms, although maybe he was interpreting reality on reality's terms, just had a very different way of dealing with things. But that doesn't necessarily make you a psychopath. It just means that's a person who thinks this is right. This is just how it works for them. And that's the equation that comes out of it. And we see it very often in people that are of above average intelligence. Look at the Unabomber, genius. This guy probably also right up there. Almost, they're seeing things at a higher level. Not saying it's right by any means, but they're seeing things at a different level and a different perspective. Their prism, when it goes through, and the colors they're seeing are not the same colors we're seeing. And they're thinking something different.
I talk about extremism in my book quite a bit because there's a certain category of people who do mass killings. Some of the mass shootings have been by people with extremist ideology, and that's really been my focus in research. But they immerse themselves generally online. Again, if we had his internet history, you would find a lot of immersion in these extremist communities, and they identify with it. They read a lot of books on it. His Goodreads, choices are telling a lot. And it's sort of, we use the term radicalization. You see it with the suicide bombers who are not all mentally ill. Some are, but certainly not all of them. But they become so immersed in this reality and this belief system and this sense of I'm victimized somehow, or I'm standing up for the victimized people, and they virtue signal a lot. Look what I'm doing. I'm a martyr for the cause. And it's really a mindset, and it is a different reality than, what the average person inhabits.
Welcome to the podcast. If you'd like to listen to an ad-free version of this episode and all of our episodes, then search True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts and press subscribe. That's our premium channel where all of our ad-free and advanced episodes live, all in one place. True Crime Today Premium Plus. Search it on Apple Podcasts and press subscribe. Even try it for 3 days free.
You're neck deep in a dark, twisted tale, and just as the tension peaks, bam, a commercial about some miracle diet pill breaks the spell. It's like finding a fly in your soup after the first bite. But here's the fix. True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts. You get to enjoy your crime stories without the junk, ad-free episodes, extended interviews that go beyond the surface, and early access to all the gruesome details. It's like swapping out a can of cheap beer for a glass of fine whiskey. So search for True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe and keep the darkness flowing uninterrupted.
How to have fun, anytime, anywhere. Step 1. Go to ChumbaCasino.com.
ChumbaCasino.com. Got it.
Step 2. Collect your welcome bonus.
Come to Papa welcome bonus.
Step 3. Play hundreds of casino-style games for free.
That's a lot of games. All for free?
Step 4. Unleash your excitement.
Woohoo!
Chumba Casino has been delivering thrills for over a decade. So claim your free welcome bonus now and live the Chumba life. Visit ChumbaCasino.com. VGW Group. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. People always say it's good to unwind, but that's easier said than done. The exception, Chumba Casino. They actually make it easier done than said, or at least the same. Chumba Casino is an online social casino with hundreds of casino-style games like slots and blackjack. Play for fun. Play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Sign up now and collect your free welcome bonus at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. Hey, it's Ryan Seacrest. Life comes at you fast, which is why it's important to find some time to relax. A little you time. Enter Chumba Casino. With no download required, you can jump on anytime, anywhere for the chance to redeem some serious prizes. So treat yourself with Chumba Casino and play over 100 online casino-style games, all for free. Go to ChumbaCasino.com to collect your free welcome bonus. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply.
How to have fun anytime, anywhere. Step 1. Go to ChumbaCasino.com.
ChumbaCasino.com. Got it.
Step 2. Collect your welcome bonus.
Come to Papa welcome bonus.
Step 3. Play hundreds of casino-style games for free.
That's a lot of games. All for free?
Step 4. Unleash your excitement.
Woohoo!
Chumba Casino has been delivering thrills for over a decade. So claim your free welcome bonus now and live the Chumba life. Visit ChumbaCasino.com. VGW Group. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply.
It can get lonely climbing Mount McKinley, so to entertain myself, I go to ChumbaCasino.com. At Chumba Casino, I can play hundreds of online casino-style games for free, like online slots, bingo, slingo, and more. Plus, I get a daily login bonus. It's just too bad that up here, I don't have anyone to share my excitement with. Woohoo!
Live the Chumba life. Anytime, anywhere. Play for free now at ChumbaCasino.com.
VGW Group. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply.